I'm in San Francisco for a few days to play some shows with Snarky Puppy at SF Jazz. So I had the craziest experience flying up here yesterday. Went to the airport, all that was fine, got on the flight, was a bit delayed, okay, fine. When we're landing or about to land, I look out my window and all of a sudden I see right off the right wing, there's another plane. So close it felt like you could reach out and touch it. I wanted to ring a bell or something like, excuse me, does anybody see that plane over there? And then we landed in tandem, like we had a wingman. It was pretty bizarre. Speaking of airplane travel, I forgot, I had a few questions about traveling on planes with a tenor saxophone and cases, and also a couple gear things about neck straps, so I wanted to address those. Question I'm asked pretty often is how I travel, or how do I find traveling with the tenor saxophone on planes? Is it difficult? I use this Walt Johnson flight case, and I've never had a problem. Been traveling with it for 20 years or so. It fits on every airplane, and I'm able to fit what I need in it. The drawback is I don't love how this case feels on your shoulder, but as I said in a previous vlog, I don't know, 10 or so ago, I have an exterior case, like a soft case, that this case goes inside of, and that allows me to carry it like a backpack, and the two together make a great combination. But the inside of this case is really stable. I really trust it, and it fits on airplanes, so it hasn't been a problem. Another question I've been getting is about my neck strap. I picked this up in Japan. It's made by Woodstone, which is the Ishimori house brand. It's leather, and I like the string here. It's nice. I'm just using it as a change of pace. It was really uncomfortable at first. By the way, it's an alto strap, so it's shorter, but I like that. It means it puts this, whatever you call this thing, a little lower down towards the horn. I just kind of forced myself to get through the discomfort, and now it is actually really comfortable. But my main strap, my go-to, is this de Jacques strap. It's that kind of sounds weird when you say it, right? Especially if you don't hear the duh part, it just sounds like jock strap. I love this strap. I've used it since high school. I mean, not this exact one, but this brand. It is a bit pricey, but I love it. Got the Rico Royal number 4s, and I'm also gonna bring some Rico number 4s. Hi, I'm just trying to get on the Wi-Fi, and they said last name and room number, but I'm not having luck with that. You know, this stuff is supposed to make our lives easier, but we're all slaves to the internet. Check out what I learned how to do this morning. That's a pair of jeans. And here's a shirt. Also happens that our good friend Rashawn Ross from the Dave Matthews Band is in town and sitting in on some of these shows. And then we had a great show. It was a really fun first night. Will Kennedy from the Yellow Jackets is playing drums, and this was his first time playing with the band, so that was really cool. Great vibe. That dude's a monster. And then we went out for some really great burritos at this place called Fajula. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bar right here.
But it was killer. Speaking of killer, we had the most bizarre conversation in the van ride home where TJ, our tour manager, and Mason, drum tech, got into an interesting conversation about, I was telling the story of this plane thing, which led to TJ explaining why that would be his preferred method of shuffling off this planet.
I think it's like just the right amount of time of like knowing you're gonna die and like kind of facing death for a hot second, but then like not lingering on it long enough. Like you're not like dying for months, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, it'd be pretty much as I would imagine as painless as possible because it would, you know, smush, you're done.
But that's assuming that it's like just crashing for no reason. But you know, like in the movies when a window breaks, like half the plane will break off. People are like flying out still in their seats. Like that would suck. There's no part of that would be okay.
What else? A couple people asked about that clip I was practicing, the Snarky Puppy music. It was a clip from their song Whitecap. This was like 1 or 2 vlogs ago. Somebody else asked, do I actually surf? Because I was leaving with the surfboard. Yes, I actually surf, but I don't have a GoPro camera. And so you never see me surfing because I don't really have a way to show that part of it. And Philip asked, how much do you sleep? Probably not enough. Eli asked, I said, I notice you've always practiced standing up. Do you consider that better than practicing sitting down, or is it just out of habit? Yeah, I think in general, it's better. Andre asked, speaking of live sound, how well do you hear yourself and other instruments at a Snarky Puppy gig? Very well. They have a very dialed in sound check and they have great sound engineers, so very well. More on that excerpt from Whitecap. Nick asked, do you or did you practice this with music? No sheet music, all by ear. Look on my website or Google it. Google Bob Reynolds Snarky Puppy music or something like that. I did some pretty in-depth blog articles about how I memorized all that music and in a relatively short period of time. All right, cool, that's about it. Time to go to tonight's show.